tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Buffalo Bills. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Yeah, that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Just like that.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mariota, and this is incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And it'll bring up 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Mariota to throw it. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Mariota. It's Hill, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards, the final tally. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Come on, set. 30 base.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they try the right side here. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more where it came from.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
Hey, Delta.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Their boy down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field.
Check. Hard. Hey, zoom.
They do go for it. It's locked. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
That's good for Bills. First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I got one. Alert 3. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. Go. Go.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And he'll give it here to his running back. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Shoot. Blue draw corkers. Hey, watch it. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Now a handoff working right. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Ready.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd.
West. Hey, exit.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He's got it complete to Perkins. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 23. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Hey, defense, let's go. Wide, get wide.
Clock now on first down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Charger drive about to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the fourth.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw Mariota. He'll buy some time right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
3rd and long here for Mariota. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Darius Slayton, 87 yards. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Now McManus for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score. Chargers 14. Bills 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfly.
The Bills take over 1st and
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
218, chop it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Set, 50, plant, protein, spill. Wild bill. Ready?
Now they try the right side here. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd.
Topper.
Here's Locke. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Matchbox lights.
Lock now on 1st down. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Greystone, travel. Go.
That one caught out wide by Boykin. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Set. 10 Lobo. Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Foxtrot. Get it.
On 1st down, Locke. And he will find his man on the outside. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Locke now, 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
6-6, pull it high. Deep grip.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10. At the Chargers, 19-yard.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
22-jet bomber.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He'll get this to Eckler. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Ready to break. Watch 52. You draw Parker. He's coming. Double up, double up. Look at me. Go, go. Lucky. Yo, go. Shoot.
And to give this time to the tailback. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
General West. Watch the screen. Check three. Watch twin. Let's go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready. 10-2 stop. Here we go. Check three.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken short.
Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Mariota now to throw on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Flushed out right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup. 2nd and 3.
Mariota now from the 50. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
3rd and short yardage. Mariota looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 31-yard line. Mariota. He's got this one complete to Perriman. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this of intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Let's go. 90, Wolf. 52. 80 weapons.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Joker, 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 Joker. Now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Set up. 60 outlaw. Recon, 132 fighter.
Now they try the right side here. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run for it with Eckler, and he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Protein spill. Get it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. Topper, Topper.
Now to the air. Lock. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Hey, Echo. 52, Mike, 52. Coming for you. No, check that. Hey, Charlie. I'm coming.
To throw on 3rd down. Lock. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, Haywood!
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Rip right, rip right. 52's the mic, boys, 52. You remember me?
Hey, orbit!
Let's go, baby!
Let's go!
On 2nd and 9, Locke. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down.
I got you, boy. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Tight dog, tight dog. Five.
Mike 5-2, Mike 5-2.
Hit it.
On play action, Locke. The open man is Smith. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 20-yard line.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
Ready!
Quick throw going to be caught by Foster. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
15 line.
Check. 49, check 49, check 49. Kill. Hey, turn it out. Big gas.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Check 56, pull it high.
Safe.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check nickel.
You draw Corker.
Quick. No.
Rock it. Get it.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
First down, Mariota. He'll let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
50 seconds to Mike.
Throwing, Mariota. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Here's Pollard again. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Buffalo. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter. The offense on third down tonight, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
The Chargers on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Mariota. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Nyheim Hines. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
On second down, Eckler, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Bills on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. 5.
Throwing his lock on third down. And that is incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
56, Mike, 56. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Lock to throw for it on 4th. And that's caught by Smith. And out across midfield down to the 45. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Check 13. Check 13.
Bravo.
56. Let's go.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
X3. 218. Chopper. Hey. Wahoo.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. And this one complete to Smith. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 28. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And a quick throw here, that's complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
56 is the mic. Check pass. Check pass. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. Right there.
On 3rd down, Locke. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Miles Boykin his 9th touchdown of the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Check. Check out 61. Match box right. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 43. Fan. Let's go.
They'll try and run it in. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken very short.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive summit.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Mariota on 1st down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Watch safety.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Safety screaming.
Go. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Big grip.
Block again here on 2nd and 10. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Check. Crunch. Hey, exit.
5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
Hey, Mike 52. Coming. Smooth.
Hey, Mike 52.
To throw on 3rd down. Block. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Mariota. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. On 3rd down, Mariota. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a 1st down. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Eluding the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Here's Mariota. Finding Knox there, complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route?
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Clelin Ferrell in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. He's back to throw. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
Ready?
6 by 56. I'm on.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And despite the cold, despite the snow, this one was